Hi there, Taurus. This is Miss Joan, Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I am programming these cards for June. June's going to be a big one. We have 5 weeks we're covering, so it'll be 5 columns. And we are starting, of course, with May 29th all the way through July 2nd. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that, well, all June. So excellent. I'm programming these cards for you so we can get this going on, right? And these will, of course, be for the overview. I'm going to go ahead and program these for the first week of June. So we'll be prepared to go deep on the first week of June at the end of the video. All right? Okay, so they're ready to go. These are ready to go. Let's play. Put out the cards. There are a lot of them. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, let's get tight. And 5. Perfecto. So the first row, of course, is where we are, what's going on, the theme of that week, right? The second row of cards is going to be what's blocking us in that week. And the third row will be our solution for that week. All right? So let's just do this. Cool. There we go. They're sticking together and stuff. Ugh. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. So let's see what's going on here. We have the first week of June being May 29th through June 4th. We are looking at the Ace of Swords. So the gift of power is coming to you. You will be in charge of something. More responsibility. The thing that may block you is you getting hung up on wanting it to be a certain way, or maybe you want certain things to be a certain way, and it may or may not happen. But the more you get fumbly about that and try and stick to having it be just the way you were thinking of, it gets weirder. It gets harder. So maybe let go of some of those hang-ups and proceed. Your solution will offer you a good idea. So you are going to have some inspiration and a brilliant idea about how to handle some stuff, and it's going to be great. Okay? Cool. The next week over, being the 5th through the 11th, we have the High Priestess, showing me that your intuition is going to be spot on this week, and you're going to want to pay attention to what information your gut is giving you, okay? Let that information guide you so that you are no longer just, knowing that it's there and acknowledging it. You want to actually use that information. It'll help you a lot. There's going to be the gift of joy and love that is going to block you. Maybe it's just too much stuff going on at the same time, and you won't be able to do the things you want to do about that. Try and work that schedule out. Follow your gut and figure out how you can work your schedule so that you can enjoy this joy, and it won't be a problem. It is showing, though, that this is going to be a strength week. Your solution is to dig a little deeper inside yourself, feel it inside your heart, feel a lot of things. It's not going to be comfortable, so be clear about that as you walk into this particular week. It won't be comfortable. It'll feel frustrating and irritating, especially that you might have to choose something else over what you really want to do. So that's fun. Now we have June 12th through the 18th. You have all the tools at your disposal. You are good to go. You have everything you need. You are ready to do what's in front of you. This is good stuff. And we have the Four of Cups is an area where you're blocked. So you have all the tools you need to do the job you need to do. You're going to be having to manifest everything you want to do on Earth at this time with your skills and your talents and your tools, okay? The foundation of your heart will be blocking you a little bit. It will be in your way. We'll get more information about that, okay? But your solution is to go off on an adventure of some sort. Step through the doorway. Don't stop yourself from moving forward because of whatever. This is the Two of Wands, and it wants you to move. It wants you to get going, okay? Cool. So take your ideas and get on the road. 19th to the 25th of June, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is reminding us about regrets we've had, about how we used our power in the past, and how things are not going according to plan, especially if they're coming up about the regrets. It means that you've got more power, but it's not easy to deal with it, right? It's hard to deal with it. This feels like a flashback to this. We finished up with the Strength being your solution 2 weeks ago, and here we are dealing with the regrets about how we used our power. So be cautious. Be cautious back here too in that second week. Justice is here talking about trying to keep things fair and even, and how to handle this thing with fairness, so that you can and everything can be taken care of really well, okay? I want you to be able to do what you want to do, but we want to try and make it fair for everybody, all right? Nobody needs to be left on the cutting room floor. We can just honestly say, okay, we're going to reshuffle these people up and make sure we get what we need out of that, okay? We're going to do a reshuffle, and that's a good thing, all right? The Knight of Cups is here to say that you will be fighting for things that you care about and things that you love, things that you want your way. And that will be your solution, interestingly. You've had regrets. You're looking for... I have to go back a minute and say that fairness is going to get in your way. Fairness is not going to be a good thing. Fairness is blocking you. So you're not going to be able to be fair while you're doing this thing. You'll have regrets about how you use your power. It won't be fair, but you're going to fight for what you want. So, sorry, we're going to reframe who you are and what's going on right here. Boom. You are, in fact, going to throw fairness to the wind and get what you want, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. It's just interesting. So pay attention to how you handle it. Do take care with your regrets. They do refer back to this. This is a real connection here. Why? I don't know, but it is. So we'll get more information as we go. But keep it in mind. Now we have the Knight of Cups, which is you fighting for what you want. And that's cool, what your heart's desire is. Now, June 26th through the 2nd. Dreams and goals. Boom. We have your dreams and goals sitting right here at the tippy top of your tongue and you're ready to go, and you need to get those things squared away. And your Emperor is right here below, saying that the foundation of your home is not on the docket right now. So while your dreams and goals, you're going to have to let the house stuff go off and do its own thing. Home front is not on the list, but your dreams and goals and your foundation are playing right now. We'll get more information. Your solution is with your relationship. So when your solution is your relationship, that tells me that whatever you're thinking about as maybe redirecting your dreams and goals, just talk about it with your partner, okay? Don't hide the ideas as they come up. You want to make sure that you're being open about it. It'll keep your foundation. It might shake a little, just like I kicked the table. But the fact is, honest to God, if you talk about it with your partner, everything will come out. You just need to be upfront, right? Don't hide what you're feeling. Let that be part of the deal, okay? So, excellent. That's what's going on so far. Let's go ahead and save these cards off to one side, as we are wont to do. And we will... Oh, nope, that's right. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Everything's fine. I'll go ahead and take this first week. We'll lay out these cards and finish it up. All right. Alrighty. So we have the Ace of Swords twice. This is where you're at. First thing, June, May 29th through June 4th. You are going to have an awful lot of power and responsibility put in your lap. Your most important process here is to look back where you came from. This is a Three of Wands. You want to remember where you came from and how you got here, and let that be the lesson that you take with you, so that you move forward carefully and consciously and are aware of how you're talking to people, how you're being around people, and yes, you're the boss. We get that. But if it's a problem, deal with the problem on an individual basis, maybe away from prying eyes, and do make sure that each person is quite clear who's the responsible party, and that if they can't support that, it's okay. They don't have to. All right, that's the lesson there. Okay. Now let's talk about what's blocking you this week, the hang-ups. There's going to be some hang-ups, some things that are you're going to want a certain way, and it's going to be frustrating to try and get things done a certain way. Maybe you can get them fixed later, and you don't have to be too uptight about it today, but you can make it a later thing, right? There's going to be the gift of joy and love in this situation. There will be something going on that will be super on point with filling your heart up, knowing that this is really good stuff. What an awesome opportunity, what an awesome thing to be doing. And you will, of course, want to double check your belly, double check your belly button. You're very on point with your intuition. So I want you to check in on yourself. This is the Hermit, who always wants you to check in and shut down and be by yourself. It may not be a good time to actually be by yourself, but you do want to take some time out for meditative moments and thinking it through and coming through the plan and understanding what's going on and how to do it, okay? Once you figure out where you're going and how you're getting there, it'll be easier for you to communicate your plan, okay? And then, of course, understanding that, like, certain things are going to be super important right now, and some things are going to be less important right now, but maybe later you can worry about that, okay? So just kind of let some things go if you can. You're going to have a big idea because you came over here and didn't block yourself with being too hung up, but you figured out what you can and cannot change, right? And the wisdom to change it, wisdom to know the difference. The Ace of Wands is here to say that you're having a really big inspiration, and that inspiration is helpful. You have a lot of ideas, and you're rallying the troops to your ideas. The Five of Wands is here to say, I'm going to rally the troops. I have this great idea. We're going to do this great thing. It's going to be amazing. And we're all like, raw. This is the Six of Cups, telling me that you're going to be in a position where you can actually help someone out. And that's a really good thing. So use that opportunity as best you can. You have all the power, so take that power and take care of something, okay? This is good, okay? Cool. It's a busy week, and I wish the best for you, Taurus. We will talk next about the 5th through the 11th. Thank you.